Hey people, how's it going? On today's video, I just want to go ahead and just say how much I appreciate when board game publishers are on top of their customer service, especially when you get a game from a certain publisher and you buy it from them directly, or you get it from a game store and not all the pieces are there. So one, I know it's not a publisher fault because publishers make the game and then they go ahead into a manufacturing company, and the company will manufacture that game, and there's just human error in that. So there'll be some games without all their pieces. Hopefully, you haven't experienced that. If you have, you can find out that it can be sometimes frustrating, or you feel a little defeated, or you just go ahead and substitute some of those pieces, which is crazy. Don't substitute pieces. Try to talk to the company. But sometimes it's not as easy to talk with a publishing company about these things. But in our experience, we've had hit or misses, but I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Stonemaier Games. So we recently got their latest addition to Wingspan, or I hope it is, the 2-player version of Wingspan Asia. And we were missing these 2 little pieces here. And it wasn't a huge issue. Again, we had more than enough things around our game room to go ahead and substitute for that. But I don't know, it just kind of took us out of the immersive experience of playing our board game, because we had a couple visual reminders that, hey, these don't belong in this game, so your game's, I don't know, not complete. But after we played our game, which we really enjoyed, and I'll talk about more about the Wingspan Asia game in a second, but after we played our game, Sarah went ahead and sent an email to Stonemaier Games customer service, and they went ahead and did a great job responding. They were very timely. We would have gotten our 2 pieces that we needed to complete our game sooner, but it was the holiday season. But they still communicated with us, which is just another over the top thing that they did, which is, I mean, it's over the top, but sometimes you feel like it should be something that a company should do. Like, hey, if you have a customer service representative division or someone that deals with that, if you can't send the replacement right away, then just communicate that, and that's that will take care of 90% of my worries or issues. But they went ahead, they contacted us and said, hey, we're going to get these out to you, but it's not going to be exactly quick because of the holiday season, and that's totally understandable. We were like, cool, awesome, that's fine. But it was just something that, I don't know, stuck out to me as being very professional as a board game publishing company. And so, yeah, it was pretty responsive. We got our games. It wasn't in or we got our pieces, but we got our pieces in not some huge box. Sometimes how Amazon does it, where here's a huge box and there's just a little itty bitty thing that you ordered. But nice little packaged. It was very nice. It was just packaging, but it came in a very timely fashion. Once the holiday season was kind of like, I think it was taking its dive between Christmas and New Year's, but even with that, it got here in a reasonable amount of time with all the holidays madness going on. But yeah, so I just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Stonemaier Games, that you guys are doing an awesome job with your customer service representation, and that the individual that we dealt with is on point with their job, so give them props, Jamie, I guess. But also, let's go ahead and talk about the game just for a sec. Their latest edition, hopefully I'm right on this time frame where at the recording of this video, this is their latest addition to the Wingspan Asia Wingspan line. It's the Wingspan Asia. It's a standalone 1 to 2 player game with a 6 to 7 player flock mode expansion, and it's just also encompasses all the Asian birds from Asia. This is like I said, 1 to 2 player game. It takes about 40 to 7 minutes to play, and is for ages 14 and up. So this game is Wingspan 2-player style, which is great. And that time frame is pretty accurate. I would say, yeah, it is pretty much 40 to 70 minutes, and you do get the feel of Wingspan. So I would definitely recommend this to people that usually play solo games or 2-player games, and they don't really have more people than that to play with. And also, if you wanted to get the feel of Wingspan and have what I think is a pretty complete game, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as the addition to the Wingspan line, and it was just a great experience. I loved the tokens I showed you. There's a map where you're placing out for those that know about Wingspan, you're playing your birds out, and you can play also these tokens in certain areas depending on what you feed your bird, what type of bird, what their wingspan is. You can place it at certain areas on the board, and covering them sometimes will get you bonuses, like there'll be the end of round bonus, and I'm pretty sure, it will reference those tokens. There's the black, kind of like the yin yang. You've got the black tokens, and then you've got the white tokens, and it depends on where certain areas you are on that little side bonus map that they have for all those tokens. I hope I'm doing a great job explaining that. But it's interesting. It's its own game in the Wingspan line, but also if that's all you got from Wingspan is this 1 to 2 player game, and that was it, I feel like you still get a pretty complete feel for Wingspan. And it's for those that already have Wingspan, I would say this is a great addition to that, especially the little extra side board for the end of round bonuses that you get. It's pretty different from what you do in the base game. So again, this is a great addition. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description of this video so you can go ahead and check out more about the game. So if you want to pick up your own copy or learn more about it, you can do so. So yeah, main point of this video is giving a shout out to Stonemaier Games' customer service representatives. So that was, the main point. But again, also with the game, it's a great game. It's pretty cool. It's a great 2-player game. I really recommend, especially those that only have a couple people to play with, or have just their significant other or a best friend that likes to play board games, and you don't have, much more than that. But yeah, and it's also different enough for those that are highly experienced with Wingspan to add this to your collection. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it, and I hope Jamie and the team from Stonemaier Games got to see this video. And again, you guys are doing a great job. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time. All right, toodles!